Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah, my brothers and sisters. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, amma ba'd. Okay, so you guys know it's exam season and I'm introducing my 4-part webinar series to you, How to Smash Your Exams, the Muslim Student's Guide. Okay, so now when it comes to exams, right, what you have to understand is obviously we put our tawakkul in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but we use the means. Okay, now that tawakkul element is very important, and then with that, you know, making the du'as and so on and so forth, because no matter how hard you try, no matter how much work you put in, you are not going to come out of there if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't will for you. And at the same time, even if you have got the capacity to do really great, making du'a to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will only elevate and optimize the work that you do, right? So one of the things I'm going to share with you is how to actually have a very spiritual relationship with your studying, okay? And we're going to take a lot of lessons from people like Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah. And one of the things that we're going to take from Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah is this dua that he used to make. So we know these du'as, right, for ilm, you know, Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'an wa rizqan tayyiban wa amalan muttaqabbalan. Ameen. Rabbi zidni ilma. Ameen. You know, so on and so forth. And there's different adhkar. Hasbi Allahu. La ilaha illahu alayhi tawakkaltu wa huwa rabbul arshil azim. So on and so forth. So we have several different adhkar that we can use for the benefit of our studies. But there was one dua that Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah used to make specifically when he used to be studying and he found something getting increasingly difficult for him. He would make this dua while he was in sujood, and he says, suddenly my mind used to open up. And wallahi, my brothers and sisters, wallahi, since I learned this dua, one of the things that I engage in is studying philosophy. Not because I want to become a philosopher, but it's to be able to refute philosophers and these atheistic kind of philosophical arguments. And the best way to break down an argument is to firstly understand it, right? And some of this stuff is so complicated, it goes right over your head. And I'm reading, right, like this book here, for example. This book's not too bad. And then I'm going through it, and suddenly there's like a paragraph chunk that just, like, what on earth was that? So I'll stop. I'll make this dua. Bismillah. Not going to tell you yet, right? Because you've got to come to the webinar to find out. I'll make that dua, and then wallahi, I may have to make it twice, but after I make that dua, suddenly it's like this ocean of just understanding pours into my mind, and suddenly I understand, right? And the fact that Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah, the name itself holds so much weight. The fact that he said he made this dua, as a result of this dua, he was able to understand many things. That's enough to show you that we need to learn what this dua is about, because he was someone that we refer to as Shaykh al-Islam. I mean, between Dhuhr and Asr, he wrote a book on Aqidah that when you study it, it takes an entire year to study this one book. I mean, he was someone that was an Islamic scholar, but he could sit down in one sitting and refute, you know, philosophers and logicians and so on and so forth, for the sake of Allah, of course. On one occasion, subhanAllah, right, his family went to the beach, to the seaside, to go and enjoy themselves. They came back and they said, you know, we went out and we were engaging with the family and we had so much fun. What did you do? You know, we're sitting at home. So he picks up this 3-volume book, not this one, but of the Hanbali fiqh, and he says, see this? Hafidh. I memorized it. Memorized 3 volumes. While you guys were at the beach, in that time I memorized 3 volumes. And that was Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah. So we're going to be taking many lessons from his life on how to study, spiritual lessons as well especially, and mostly we're going to learn this dua alongside many other amazing things. So you see the link below. There are only 100 spaces and they are filling up fast as you can imagine. It's exam time. You know, trust me, one of the things that I can assure you that I wish I had when I was going through exams was a bit of guidance and a bit of structure, because there is a science behind studying and revision. It's not as simple as you sit down, open the books and get it sorted. We're going to go through how to break down procrastination, how to get motivated, how to get into that work mode, sleeping patterns, time management, what kind of foods to eat, all of that inshallah. So click the link below, share the video, like the video, and I see you there. We start on the first week of April. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Peace.